there, I'm PuzzleFerret, and welcome back to Minecraft, where you may notice we are back in the village base once more. Only there's a new thing here, and that being the terracotta stuff on the floor in the background, because I've been playing with terracotta. I don't know how I missed out on terracotta. Terracotta is amazing. Look at it with its wonderful pattern, and you can get about three or four patterns out of this different placement of terracotta. So I have been taking loads and loads of clay from all of the rivers and smelting it. Well, not smelting it, furnacing it. And making tons and tons of terracotta, just so that I can get the different patterns and see what I can do with the terracotta. But other than that, which took me quite a while, I've also been hard at work fixing our little village. So before we had all of this sort of stuff over here, and I'd set up all of these little houses. Taken down some of these big towers and replaced them with more of these nice little houses. And so yeah, I've got plenty of these little houses all over the place, and I have been adding some more. I've got a wonderful big mansion-y type house over here, which again starts small like all of the others and then gets a little bit bigger as it goes up. Different colours all the way up, just subtly, not anything too dramatic. I mean, obviously it's got bright orange there, and then white, and then a slightly off sort of creamy colour up there. But I've not done the interiors still. I will get round to the interiors at some stage. It's just at the moment not so much. I'm tempted that when I've finished this little village, that I might make it so that you can only get into like one of these in a traditional manner, and every other single house you have to get into in another way. Well, maybe not one that's just open, just so that it's just a little bit more interesting trying to navigate around the place. I've not done anything with the zombie house. The zombie house remains a zombie house. So that's that. This llama usually faces outwards. It's got itself stuck there. I don't know how it managed to get itself stuck there, but it's stuck there for forever, unless it falls out, in which case it's not. Anyhow, yes, we've got our little kitten there, which is still is marking out these blocks that I've not finished off, because I tried to make this the same as this. Yeah, nice big mansion there. I've tried to continue the variation around all of the buildings. So this one's is it a rough building or a tough building, isn't it? So it's got the tough stuff, which is totally new, and I fancied trying it out. So I think we might build more with the tough in future, because it's quite an interesting little texture, and it goes well with the andesite. Is I pass. It's one of those, and I really like this now. I'm very much more fond of that than I was before. It feels like wallpaper. It just feels like wallpaper, like some fancy wallpaper that you'd expect in a really fancy gentleman's club or something like that. Yeah, but fancy wallpaper. And then there's just the fungus stuff. I've not put a window up there. Ooh, okay, anyway. Still no the interior, as I said. And I've tried to make a wall around the outside, so everywhere is blocked off from the outside again for when I eventually refill it with villagers. At the moment, it's still devoid of villagers. It's still got just the zombies on the other side, and that is it. I took down another tower to build this one, so there was one of these. No, I didn't. I didn't take down a tower at all. That's a complete lie. No. I took down the hideous wall of these types of buildings. I built these before. This was my first attempt at building buildings that would make this village nice. And after I looked at it for a little while, I thought, no, those buildings are absolutely horrendous. And as I'd built an entire big double-decker version of them, it was hideous. Anyhow, I've got rid of all of those apart from one that reminds me of the hideousness. So this remains. I might take it out at some stage, but at the moment it's fine. I'll leave it there and decide what its fate is as we go on. Yeah, that's fine. So I've been putting all of these houses around. There's a lot of roofing done. So as you can imagine, I've done a lot of digging as well. Our mine has continued quite deep, and it's doing quite nicely. Yeah, so our village is coming on nicely. I've decided to leave that tower in there because I thought I'm removing everything that identifies this as a desert village. And I thought, well, I should probably leave the odd thing here and there. So I've left that tower over there. I will get rid of those towers and that little house there. And those little houses will be converted into more of these fancy medieval type constructions. So I will have more of those down there. I might stick some around the edges, and I'll get rid of the black wall so that I can replace it with a sandstone thing. Because again, trying to tie it back to it being a desert village, so I can't just eject everything desert village about it, otherwise I will have totally annihilated the entire village and left nothing. So yeah, I'm even leaving these desert paths in, but I've put the stairs in to make it a little bit more friendly than it was. I've done a lot of enchanting in the enchanting tower. I'm quite pleased with the enchanting tower of hideousness. It's still hideous, which is great, and it's going to remain hideous, and that's that. I've not done anything particular with the evil zombie laboratory, and I've not got rid of the various farms that don't work yet. I was told where the what is it? The forest is the jungle. The jungle, that's the one. I want to call it a forest. I always want to call it a forest. I don't know why, but I do. I want to call it a forest. No, it's a jungle. So I've been told where it is, but it's a little bit difficult for me to get there. I will have to fly myself over there most likely. Because it's a long way away, and when I do, then we can finally get ourselves some bamboo, which is desperately needed. So this is what the outside of the village looks like at the moment. It's just a little sandstone wall and all of the various houses, as you would expect. As you also noticed, I haven't got my totem of undying anymore, because I died during my digging in the nether. I successfully, I got myself killed by a load of lava. Oh, hello, creeper. Yeep. Okay, I need to change to my sword, I think. I've got my sword. Good. Actually, creepers very helpful for the dynamite. Yeah, because I need more of that. Come over here. Good. Ah, nothing. I can't believe it. The one thing I wanted from it, and nothing. Even though I've got a looting 2 sword. I need to fix that. It needs to be looting 3. It's also mending, so it doesn't get damaged. This is a new path, all the way up to our elven city, that you can also see I've been messing around with quite a lot. You can see that I've been using the blue terracotta that we bought from our evil zombie laboratory for the thing up there. Wow. Okay, spider. And this is all set up as a nice little path leading up to the to that village. No, town, city, elven city. Yeah. I made it down here. This I couldn't be bothered, so it was going over there, and I thought, well, I don't really want to have it just going straight over a massive pit. So I made it look as if it'd fallen in, and I've got some wood stuff there to make it look as if that's fallen in and somebody's tried to patch it up. But I think I'll do a better job of that later. In the meanwhile, we'll continue on up here and get to the actual thing. Aye, there's a creeper around again. You want to go boom? I know you do. It's what you do. Okay, get away from me. I should put knockback on my sword because that would be so much more helpful than. I can't believe it. 2 blooming creepers and no gunpowder. Okay, so I was going to put in a secret entrance, and if you remember, I did actually blow up the entranceway so that it would actually be there. Now, since then, I've filled it with water, and that has allowed a secret entrance. It's not finished because obviously I've done this to it, and it needs a load of dripstone and stuff, so that the roofing has actual dripstone coming down from it. But I've tried to tie it into the rest of the build to make it by making this sort of smuggler's den type place, and as such, it's got end stone, which I've been using as the elven stone type stuff because it's slightly yellowy. I quite kind of like that, and I thought it would look nice. I wish you could get that to make this sort of thing. So that to make pillars. But you can't make that into pillars because it doesn't. You're only allowed to make that into pillars. So I've only got that made into pillars instead. I wanted it to be that. I really did want it to be that because it would look better. But no, not at all. Anyway, I've got a light source here. And inside, it's very basic. That's cut off entirely because I wanted it to just give the impression that you could go that way and find stuff that was more than is there, but actually there's nothing there. It just goes to nothing. There's just a torch around the corner, and this one's not dealt with at all. I don't know whether I will put in a room over there or not. I'll decide later. It doesn't really matter. This is just full of... Oh, hello. That's really helpful, actually. Okay. Well, now that I know. And the other side, you would think that it just goes through to nothing. It looks like it's just a nothing. But actually, it goes straight through to the elven village on the other side. So it does actually go through a quick passage into here. Are you a villager? You are a villager. Hello there. Stay in the water. That's what you want to do. Because stay in the water. Otherwise I will have to kill you. Okay, so we have Elven Village. And this Elven Village is abandoned at the moment. Abandoned Elven Village. So it's got... I've tried to design a sort of elven-ish building design. I wanted it to be fancy. So it's got these arches and stuff. And it's got these interesting... things at the side, columns at the side, and I've tried to make the roof. I wanted it to have an overhang roof, you know, like it sticks out in a little thing, and so these all have that. And then I thought to myself, well, if they've got these overhanging roofs, then why not do something? Oh, hello, you managed it out of the water, did you? Oh, well, that's unfortunate for you. If it's going to... Oh, was everything going to attack me? Come on. Maybe I should have made it morning after all. Anyhow, if I'm going to... Is it still around? I thought I'd killed it. Go away. Make it morning. I should make it morning. Yes, make it morning. It doesn't look as nice in the morning. That's probably telling me there's a monster nearby. Oh, of course. Yes, wonderful. Okay, fine. Alright, I will have some food and we will hunt down monster. Is that actually going to... Yeah, it's going to charge up my life. Go away. Anyhow, overhang roofs. And I thought, well, if they're going to have overhang roofs, then I could actually use the overhang roofs as a support for something else. So we've got the overhang roofs on this side have all got this wooden thing over them so that they can actually support a layer above. And yes, I've put this this massive staircase in here as well place above, and that again is giving us room for more houses in the rock. And as you can see, I've not built the actual houses inside at all. They are just facades at the moment, but at some point I intend to fill them all out, and they've not even got their little overhang roofs like the others have. And again, those are over there. Oh heck, did I see that one? I saw that one, didn't I? You are all over the place. What are you doing? Oh, he's on fire because this is a fire sword thingy. So yeah, we got him on fire. Anyhow, so yeah, we've got all of these again, just facades. That's the biggest of the lot of them. And this is a pretty big design. This one here was designed to try and cover up the secret entrance. It's not doing a very good job of it yet, but it will do in time, I'm sure. I've also built a bridge out, as you can see. It goes over there and then over there to this big tower of rock that we have over here, which is brilliant. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to try and build around and up so that we can get to the top and stick some sort of interesting tower up there. I know he's coming for me. He's just waiting to attack me whenever. And I've also, you can just see it in the distance, I built the wall for the whole city around the edge. We'll go up here because this is going to show you the proper design for these houses. Right, so we have 2 of these houses here, and this is the full design from the outside. And as you can see, it's just quite simplistic. I didn't want it to be all that complicated, but at the same time I wanted it to look fancy. So it kind of looks fancy and simplistic at the same time. And it's got some yellow concrete, and the end stone, and then just a couple of these whatever they are, things, the white stone stuff, and a nice easy to deal with door. I've left these as open windows. I guess it's a hot country. I don't know. I might change it to glass later, but I didn't have any glass on me at the time, but now I do, apparently. It's right there. Okay. And as I said, the internals aren't really finished yet. So this is like the show home for the rest of them, because this is the design of what I'm planning on doing. So yeah, it's all set up, and it's got a little lantern there to light the second floor. Just torches around the first floor at the moment. I'll have to muck around with that. Get out of that. And we've only got 2 of them. So yeah, there's just the 2. This is the old design. Whilst I was thinking through what I would do for the design of the thing, I thought it would be nice to stick these little supports around the side. But then I realised that the supports didn't attach to stairs. So that didn't work at all, and I figured that I would go with the other simplistic design here rather than the support design. I'm not too sure which one I prefer most. This one's obviously a little bit more work than the other one, but you know, it doesn't matter. So yes, we have our walkways, and we have a fancy little rain shield place here. Just on cue, it decides to rain. Thanks for that, game. It's probably going to keep raining though now, and I don't really want it to keep raining because that's just... Ugh. Anyhow, let's go over here. There's a massive river going through our place. Now then, I don't know whether I want a massive river going through this little city. So I might have to put a structure over that to actually hide it, so that we can actually continue this little path from the elven village straight into the other side of the place, where I've decided that I'm going to have another type of village. I've got some ocean prismarine stuff. I've got loads of it because I've been digging up the ocean temple that we looked at, ocean monument, in the last video, I believe. And so what I've been doing is I've been making another design for a different type of house, specifically for this area. Now, what I've decided is, because it's a sort of ocean thing, I decided 2 boats upturned. I'm going to put glass down the middle. And then we'll have the terracotta in the bottom, and this can also be 2 stories high. So it's actually going to be, I think this is going to look really nice when it's finished. And I don't know whether that's the final design, because this is a design based on 2 rather than 1. 1 might be better, because it just might manage better, and yeah. So I'm thinking that I'll do that. But yes, 2 upturned boats, I figured, would make a nice house in a sort of yeah, just 2 upturned boat shape, and with the glass and a door here, all good. I think that's going to look great. Especially when there's more of them around the place, but you do use a lot of prismarine to make this. So I might need to simplify the design. This is just my first iteration of said design. But there's a big area here for building loads of them, and some of them could be in the wall a bit, like the other one. The other one's over there. Obviously, though, that's you still have to put most of the design in there, even if you stick it in the wall, because obviously you have to have the inside of the build. So yeah, it's always gonna take up all of the same resources. Yeah, so this I'm gonna cover this over, and then we'll be set with that, and with our castle at the top. It's going to look pretty fancy, I believe. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck. It can't look all that bad. I'll give it a try. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go around to the big blue build that I was building at the other side. Because as I said, I've been playing with terracotta a lot, and I made myself a fancy terracotta floor, and I quite fancy showing you the fancy terracotta floor. I really like this area now. It's coming together quite nicely with the secret passage down there, and this towers over here. It's looking good. I like it. And the town over there, I might have to extend the town over here a little bit so that it's not just all the way over there, because it is quite a distance away, isn't it? Yes, it is quite a distance away. So I might bring some town over here. I don't know how much town to bring over here. A bit. That's my decision. Anyway, yes. Oh, fell straight through the floor. I've not finished this. So I've been doing the terracotta designs, and obviously these they have 2 different, 3 or 4 different designs actually. So I've tried to make them different around different areas. So this one's got one design, which is that, and then the other design's right there with the little sun in the middle. And I've tried to use a sort of weird just pattern across there. So I like this. I really do like that you can do this, and it makes this floor look so much fancier than some of most of the other floors that I got around the place. So that really makes this particular building stand out. I'm probably going to put more of this this blue concrete around these bits so that it's not just all the terracotta stuff. I'll probably just do the edges or the concrete instead. And that'll make it look better. As for the roof, still not decided. Is it going to be a dome? Is it going to be a tower? I don't know. I was thinking that this particular building might be a because you got the 2 different designs of houses in the main build. I was thinking that I might have this as a sort of joining of 2 cultures type thing. You've got the 2 different cultures in the city itself, and then have 2 different cultures in this place as a sort of union building, a building to mark the joining of these 2 wonderful cultures of elven society and Atlantean or whatever society on the other side. So yeah, I thought that's what I would do for this, and that will do. I do believe that I've covered pretty much everything that I've done, although I have been digging up lots of ice, packed ice, making an ice runway in the nether, further and further in the nether. I'll show that at another time. In the meanwhile, however, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye for now.